We're here today to talk about a piece of research that we've conducted with our proprietary media analysis tool, Rumour. The research looks at the cybersecurity media landscape to identify those publications that rank most highly in the UK, but also on a global scale. So with me today, I've got Jane Wakefield, a senior tech and broadcast journalist for the BBC and the host of the UK Tech News monthly podcast. Also, I have James Coker, deputy editor of Infosecurity Magzine, one of the UK's leading cybersecurity trade publications. If you're ready, we'll jump into the questions. Can you tell me a little bit about the publications that you write for? And how do the editorial teams actually decide which stories to cover? So Jane, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Yes, so I'm still writing for the BBC, and the topic that they want me to write about, and actually I'm very happy to write about because I'm very interested in it, is AI. And that's kind of takes up all my time in terms of writing for BBC. I'm not in the daily news cycle. But from a feature point of view, AI is fascinating. I've got a piece coming out later this week actually about scams, which I find really quite terrifying, the number of scams that are out there. And this particular article is about me. That sounds so egocentric, doesn't it? But I was getting loads and loads of messages a few months ago from people saying, did you write this article? Did you write this article? And it was an article of me seemingly interviewing celebrities and endorsing cryptocurrency. And it was in a BBC template, it had my byline on. And these people who were quite savvy business people were not sure if it was by me or not. And that was quite worrying because it was very clearly a fake article generated by AI. So I decided to write about that, and that's the latest piece that I've done. And I turned to cybersecurity people there to help me try and understand where these articles were coming from. So I was really calling upon cyber experts to help me with that. So yeah, AI has been the big topic for me.
So Infosecurity Magzine, we're a B2B publication. Our audiences are made up of cybersecurity professionals. So our aim is to educate and engage and sort of inform them on their practices in their day-to-day working lives. In terms of the stories that we cover, we have a range of freelance and in-house editorial staff. So we give them quite a lot of flexibility around the stories that we'll be covering. Obviously, that's something we'll look at every morning and see what breaking stories are coming out. We also have a US-focused freelancer who will come on in the afternoon and focus on stories specifically to that region. We also have to be quite selective about the types of data breaches and cyber incidents that we cover, because there's just so many that take place every week, unfortunately. So we'll certainly focus on those that involve particularly high-profile organisations or critical infrastructure in organisations such as utilities and energy firms.
Thank you so much. That was really insightful.